The so-called Pan-African Closet Conference kicked off once again, though what viewers actually saw looked more like a one-man performance than a proper event. Dr. Umar Johnson, often projecting confidence online, appeared visibly stressed, bags under his eyes, noticeable weight loss, and an energy that suggested he was truly down bad. Behind the narrow Instagram camera frame, the conference revealed a tiny, cluttered closet filled with potato chip bags, chicken bones, and old throwback jerseys. Dressed in his Pan-African headband and themed sweatshirt, Dr. Umar tried to give the appearance of a grand event, yet the cramped space and props made it all feel more like a social media illusion than an actual gathering. The gap between his curated online clips and the reality of the situation was stark. What he called a conference looked more like a personal closet show, complete with costumes, clutter, and the appearance of leadership that might not fully exist in that room.
Sister Lady Bay going twice. Where you at, Lady Bay? Let me see your face, Lady Bay. I gotta see you. I gotta see you, Lady Bay.
I just woke up, doctor.
You just woke up, my queen?
But I know you don't care because
I don't care.
Us natural.
Black women are beautiful all the time.
Here I go.
Here you go, Lady Bay. Where you at in the world? Where you at in the world?
I'm in Minnesota.
Minnesota. What part of Minnesota?
I live in the southwest suburbs, Chaska.
Have you ever heard of Rochester, Minnesota?
Yes, I have.
How far are you from Rochester?
About an hour and a half.
I'm going to be speaking there.
Really?
The first day of Black History Month, I believe.
Oh my goodness.
Rochester, Minnesota. So all my Minnesota Africans, I'll be out there.
How will I? How can I get tickets? Or I'm definitely coming.
With me. Check in with me because I don't have the details yet. Check in with me January.
Okay.
And I'll let you know. So,
I'm excited.
What's on your mind today?
I just wanted to say hello to you. You know.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I really appreciate just how you represent us, especially us Black women, because we definitely go through a lot, and I just really appreciate you for that.
Let me ask you this. What is the biggest challenge for Black women, in your opinion, in America today? What is the biggest 1, 2, or 3 challenges you think our sisters have in this country at this time?
Well, right. To me, I think the biggest challenge is that we don't have support from the men.
Okay.
Most of us have been single, raising our children on our own because the men are doing whatever, and
Dr. Umar Johnson's audience at the Pan-African Closet Conference was notably small, with only about 17 attendees present. Most appeared to fit a very specific demographic: young women struggling with self-esteem and personal insecurities. It was clear that Dr. Umar had honed his approach to appeal directly to this type of audience, using flattery, attention, and a performative sense of authority to keep them engaged. The setup of the closet, the headbands, and the themed sweatshirt all contributed to a persona carefully crafted to impress and captivate, yet the reality of the event suggested a sharp contrast.
We got next.
Financial motives were evident. Attendees were reportedly paying hundreds of dollars for private interactions, such as hotel meet and greets. One example given was a $600 fee for a brief, curated experience with Dr. Umar, including lodging and personal attention. Beyond the financial aspect, his interactions were calculated. Compliments were strategically deployed to reinforce the attendees' sense of importance and dependency. This strategy created a cycle of engagement where the audience's vulnerabilities were subtly exploited for attention and monetary gain.
Her weight 27 going once. Her weight 27 going twice.
Hello.
Hey, beautiful. Where you joining in from, my queen?
Connecticut.
What part of Connecticut?
Fairfield, Connecticut.
Fairfield is closest to what major city? Is that Hartford or another city? Where you at? Bridgeport, Hamden? Where you at?
Not far from Bridgeport, though.
Not far from Bridgeport. I got you, my beautiful queen. Okay. What's on your mind today?
Okay, so I've been on TikTok just browsing through a few lives and having a few arguments because I feel that black Americans are not being seen in a political stance. Like we have skin folk in office, but they're not black Americans, but they're speaking on our issues as if they are our voice and how that is wrong. And when I speak something about it, everybody's having a problem with it. Like it's a major issue for us because you don't have the black experience.
My perspective, and I like to get your insight on my perspective because I'm a Pan-Africanist. I come from a different angle, so I see all African people as family, no matter where they come from. Right. With that being said, yes, one race. With that being said, I see nothing wrong with each branch of the family handling their own private business as long as it doesn't take away from the collective unity of the entire family. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a grandmom who had 10 kids, right? Each child has their own family. They got their own children, they got their own grandchildren. And there's a time and a place for each child to be with their own children, handle their own issues in their own house, right? So what goes on in my brother's house is my brother's business. It is not my business. What goes on in my sister's house is my sister's business. It's not my business unless they come to me and ask me to get involved.
Visually and behaviorally, Dr. Umar's decline was also apparent. His stress and exhaustion were noticeable, compounded by the physical constraints of the closet. He appeared gaunt, with bags under his eyes, and subtle weight loss that contrasted with his usual confident online image. These physical signs mirrored the overall dissonance between his projected persona and the reality of the conference, where charisma and showmanship were required to maintain even minimal engagement. The small turnout and low profit margins indicated that his reach and influence might be waning. Despite his elaborate persona and carefully constructed social media presence, the in-person reality revealed a performer struggling to maintain the image of authority he cultivates online. This discrepancy between projection and reality highlighted both the precarious nature of his platform and the calculated methods he uses to keep his niche audience invested, financially and emotionally, while his broader credibility seems increasingly fragile. During the Pan-African Closet Conference, several women participated as panelists or attendees, sharing their thoughts and concerns. One guest voiced frustration over systemic issues, remarking that there were skin folk in office, but they did not truly represent the community's interests. While her points were partially valid, the setting highlighted Dr. Umar's tendency to selectively amplify certain voices while controlling the conversation. His compliments and constant validation were deployed strategically, targeting women with self-esteem issues to maintain their attention and loyalty.
And then we're going to close out. Let's tap in and then we're going to close out.
Dr. Umar's manipulation was particularly evident in the way he framed interactions. Each woman was met with excessive flattery, reassurances, and attention, reinforcing their dependence on his approval. This dynamic created a scenario in which audience members were emotionally engaged, yet financially and psychologically leveraged. Attendees were reportedly expected to pay for private encounters or exclusive access, sometimes amounting to hundreds of dollars for limited interaction. The combination of emotional pandering and financial requests showcased how Dr. Umar's charisma was intertwined with his exploitation of his audience's vulnerabilities. One recurring theme throughout the conference was what critics have dubbed Dr. Umar's 4 F's: fundraising, food, fingering, and explicit behavior. If you know, you know. These aspects were not explicitly advertised, yet they were inferred by the behavior and testimonies of former associates. His reputation for leveraging intimate attention alongside educational or cultural presentations created a blurred line between mentorship and exploitation. The audience's fascination with him was as much about curiosity and personal validation as it was about ideological alignment.
Pretty chocolate going once. Pretty chocolate going twice.
Oh, good morning.
How you doing, beautiful? Where you at in the world?
I'm in Mount Holly, New Jersey. I didn't know you were actually
Mount
going to
Holly.
answer.
Mount Holly is Southern Jersey, right?
Correct. Close to Philly, yes.
Close to, okay, because I'm in Philly. I thought so. Okay, go right ahead, my queen.
I'm just here saying good morning. I tried to reach out to you. I invited you to my wedding last year, but
I missed it.
No, it's still happening.
When is it?
It's July 19th of 26.
Where will it be? What city or state or country? Or
it's going to be in Berlin, New Jersey at Lucian.
Okay, I might be able to make that then.
Yeah, it's
because I can drive. Right, it's driving distance.
It is correct.
And what's the date?
July 19th.
What day of the week is it?
It's on God's Day. It's on Sunday.
I think I can make that.
Okay.
Text me. You got my cell, right?
I do still have your number.
Text me that info and make sure you give me the city. I'm gonna try to make that. I like going to weddings.
Awesome.
Like see the queens in those wedding gowns and those bridesmaids and those. Let me behave. Stay focused. Well, yeah, I'm coming to the wedding. I want some mac and cheese. I know y'all gonna have the soul food popping.
It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm coming to the wedding. I think I'm gonna get me a tuxedo too. I think I'm coming up in there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
yeah, you can have your +1.
Now listen, are you gonna have a whole bunch of Neanderthal energy at that wedding or what?
Absolutely.
Because sometimes I go to these black weddings, boy, and they be flooded with Neanderthal nation. I'll be like, is this a black wedding or what the hell?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Send me that text, Queen. I'm pulling up.
I will. Thank you for answering my request. You have a good
problem,
day.
Sweetheart. All right now. God bless.
A particularly telling example emerged when a guest invited Dr. Umar to her wedding. Observers noted that his sexual reputation and prior behaviors made the notion of attendance problematic, highlighting a pattern of inappropriate engagement with female admirers. While the invitation was framed innocuously, the situation underscored how his public persona contrasted sharply with his private conduct. The combination of self-esteem targeting, financial solicitation, and personal exploits emphasized the performative nature of the Pan-African Closet Conference, revealing it as a carefully managed spectacle rather than a purely educational or empowering event. Beyond the confined setting of his so-called Pan-African Closet Conference, Dr. Umar Johnson has cultivated a public persona as a visionary leader and educator. Yet, a closer examination of his operations reveals a stark contrast between image and reality. His flagship project, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey FDMG Academy, remains largely unfinished despite repeated announcements of progress. Floors that were claimed to be near completion weeks ago reportedly remain untouched, and the building itself has yet to host any meaningful educational activity. Observers have noted that the pace of construction, or lack thereof, suggests that only a literal miracle from the ancestors could bring the project to fruition. Dr. Umar's nationwide travel schedule compounds the disconnect. From speaking engagements to promotional appearances at smaller colleges and cultural events, he projects an image of influence and leadership. Yet the logistics and execution of these tours often expose a different story. Venues are small, audiences limited, and revenue margins appear to be shrinking. Reports indicate that many of the gatherings are sparsely attended, sometimes numbering fewer than 20 participants, further underscoring the decline in public engagement and financial stability. The contrast between his social media presence and on-the-ground realities is striking. Carefully curated Instagram clips show a confident, commanding figure, yet observers note visible weight loss, bags under the eyes, and other signs of stress that suggest the pressures of mismanaged operations are taking a toll. His reliance on costumes, props, and performative flair at events like the Closet Conference only amplifies the gap between perception and substance. Public perception often paints Dr. Umar as a disciplined intellectual, a champion for Black education and empowerment. Behind the scenes, however, he faces operational chaos, unfulfilled promises, and growing skepticism from supporters. The FDMG Academy, once touted as a beacon of progress, now serves as a symbol of overextension and unmet expectations. Similarly, his speaking engagements, meant to reinforce authority and expertise, sometimes resemble itinerant appearances more than legitimate leadership. Ultimately, Dr. Umar's operations illustrate a recurring theme: the divergence between crafted persona and tangible outcomes. While his rhetoric emphasizes empowerment and education, the reality of empty buildings, underwhelming events, and ongoing logistical challenges paints a far less flattering picture, one that threatens his credibility and the trust of his audience. As the clips wrap up, Dr. Umar Johnson's current state is unmistakable. Stress lines the face of the self-styled educator. His weight loss, visible fatigue, and bags under his eyes tell a story that Instagram highlights conveniently hide. Financially and operationally, he appears stretched thin. Sparse conference attendance, shrinking profit margins, and unfinished projects like the FDMG Academy paint a portrait of a man whose reality is rapidly catching up with the persona he's worked to craft online. The contrast between his curated social media presence and the behind-the-scenes chaos could hardly be more stark. But the story doesn't end here. Observers note that Dr. Umar continues to generate content, travel, and conduct unconventional rituals, including voodoo-style ceremonies with small militias. These developments promise to shed further light on the discrepancies between his public claims and private actions, continuing to fuel discussion and debate among viewers. For those following this saga, the takeaway is clear. Critical observation matters. Faceless commentary channels exist to dissect and analyze, exposing gaps between image and reality, while keeping the humor sharp and the commentary biting. If you want to stay in the loop, subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future breakdowns of Dr. Umar's latest ventures. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you make of the Closet Conference, the dwindling audiences, and the ongoing controversies? The discussion is just getting started.